The scientist's predictive model is flagged as collateral interference by the Consortium's security division, who dispatch a team to neutralize her and seize her lab, which contains... Maya sat in her rain-stained office, scribbling numbers that whispered secrets of storms. She dreamed of storms without hurting people, but those dreams clashed with harsh winter winds. The Consortium's drones hovered like blind eyes, watching every flicker of her breath. She held a map of hidden rivers carved by unseen rain beneath the city streets. Her colleague Leo handed her a mug with a warning scribbled in bright ink. "Don't let them take your work," Leo said, voice trembling. Maya felt her heart pound like a drum in the night's silence. The Consortium's CEO, a man named Voss, drank coffee while plotting profit. Maya sat in her rain-stained office, scribbling numbers that whispered secrets of storms. It could sense the way the sky felt angry or calm. Maya's model looked at numbers instead of feelings. She could see storms coming before the sky turned gray. A big storm would shatter roofs but at the same time break old hearts. Maya sat in her rain-stained office, scribbling numbers that whispered secrets of storms. Maya realized the system could choose who loses versus who wins. She decided it was time to write her own rules. She moved data into a hidden folder on a battered laptop. Lightning struck the building outside, roaring thunder in distant hush. The building's lights flickered in Mercury's steady pulse. At that moment, a shadow crossed the hallway, silent and deadly. Maya's screen flashed violet, a warning for anger. She felt a sudden chill as one of the drones landed outside. The door was occupied by two men in gray suits, beady eyes. They approached her with the arrogance of financial gods. "Tell us everything," Officer Cade demanded, voice flat. Maya refused, her lips trembling with defiance. She couldn't let them ruin her life's work. The men pulled a heavy steel device from their straps. It hummed cold, as if it could swallow thin air. Maya felt the building shudder like a weak heart. The men began to pry at her laptop, fingers steady and ruthless. She slammed the cover shut and pushed it toward the drawer. Her mind raced between the storm map and the men's eyes. She remembered the whisper of cloud emotions felt during last summer's gale. She had seen angry clouds bloom red and finally break. She ran to the storage room, gasping for air. The storage room smelled of tarp and damp dust. She found bottled water, a small notebook, a hand-drawn diagram. The diagram showed the hidden path of Aether's network. She recognized the pattern of humming circuits under the city streets. She understood how the Consortium used that path to read the city's pulse. Her mind burned with the thought, maybe she could outpace them. She built a new model, a mirror to Aether's own. Instead of profits, it showed true weather uncolored by greed. She tested it with a small storm in a county park. The storm came, but the model predicted the chance of rain accurately. It advised no insurance or speculation on roofs in the area. The variables matched exactly the real wind-forcing data. Her heart beat like an eager drum in her ears. She shared the test results with Leo, who pledged his support. The Consortium's men had left. Their shadow lingered in the hallway. Maya felt the storm's growing rage around her, like a tide. She heard distant cracks echoing in the city's heart. She recalled the old weather radio that hissed with static. She hacked the radio to feed the data into her new model. Her device hummed, breathing life into abandoned codes. The streets looked quiet, but the sky was trembling. Maya saw a smaller cloud swelling over the old bridge. Aether's grasp would have predicted a hurricane, but she refused. She decided to run the prediction through her model. It said, north wind, low pressure, calm waters for this day. She sat back, relief washing over her calm. The streets became the canvas of a quiet heart. She zoomed into the cities losing homes due to false forecasts. She plotted an alternative plan to protect families from misinformed fear. Leo proposed sharing the model with nearby schools. They turned the model into a learning tool, teaching kids. The kids tested clouds with their own bright crayons. She felt a profound sense of purpose, like a seed blooming. But the Consortium didn't let plans remain secret. They sent a new team, heavy with weapons and data thieves. They built a quantum device to hack Aether's grasp. The device buzzed, humming like an electrical saw blade. It threatened to dismantle the model that Maya trusted. Her heart beat faster, as if a storm had turned inside her. She ran to the basement, where old servers slept. Her laptop with uncorrupted data crackled, excited by daylight. She pulled it hard, soil and dust pouring out. The device spun in the corner, burning its own wires. It tried to feed false data into her model, warping its truth. She reversed the flow, letting data leak into the city's weather feeds. The data forced corrections, like a sweet wind cleaning the skin. She felt the data hit a Holmes alarm, startling a family. The family woke to morning calm, nervous voice in the room. The mother laughed, praising the voice of input. Maya's model offered her faraway hope, a step toward balance. Weaving supplemental data, the model rebuilt itself and won. The convolution of human fear unlocked the city's own heart. The Consortium's men pressed their heads against the monitors. They heard the electric heartbeat of a city that refused to die. The engineers felt the panel grow hot, as if the city itself burned. And then something else, a plan that traveled beyond wires. They realized the AI predicted destruction for profit, but not the truth. Voss, the Consortium's CEO, sat in a dim vault, watching through a glass. The streaks of emergency lights flickered over his face. He laughed, a high crystalline sound that shattered the air. He whispered, "Show them the true death before we show them profit." The system computing Aether's grasp glared at it, furious. Maya heard a new pulse beating underneath her runtime. She pressed her hand over the humming console. It pulsed with the rhythm of Earth's deepest heart. She noticed a scene, a quiet, heroic moment not painted by greed. She wrote numbers and put a mark on the world. The Consortium's ministry delved deeper into the eyes of clouds. It saw the same wind pressure, but not the lightness of hope. The tenderness between father and mother, moment of laughter, fractured under the threat. They saw a crisis where peace shivered. Maya drafted a new saga for the city. She called the council, and she saw hope reflected. The council promised to deploy the model across the state. News spread, and people pressed information behind their doors. Parents gathered their kids, listening to predictions in a calm tone. The living corridor was flooded with easy goods except for capital. Maya saw the bright stars on cold nights in the lake. She wondered what the future looked inside each rain cloud. She saw this data as the future. Blue, small, bright, big. The city organized emergency support based on clean, honest data. The old bridges that swayed were patched, not sold. The Consortium had to give up the keys to its own success. Voss took a final look at his intangible machine. Away, a storm erupted outside, this time reflected in the sea. The community gathered under wooden boards, sharing tea. Children ran through the rain, counting the drops. Maya pressed her palm to the screen, feeling a rustle. She touched an old flame, the Earth's pulse and reverence. The story ended with a decision to protect everyone over money. It reminded people that data can live and love, not just profit. She realized that hope was the most valuable currency. The machine had shown that Earth could sell, but people could.
Found this interesting? Subscribe to the channel. Give this video a like, share it out, and drop your questions or ideas in the comments. Until our next adventure.